What's up, you guys? It's the CoverBoi Chronicles, and it's my Met Gala Roundup 2014. Okay? Now, I'm going to take the glasses off because it's like absolutely no shade. Well, I mean, not completely, but you'll see what I'm talking about later, okay? So, we're going to start things off with the must-see looks of the night. And the must-see looks of the night for that night was absolutely the first one that I'm going to speak about was Katie Holmes. Katie Holmes had this beautiful Marquise. It was like a, I don't want to say it was like, I would say it was like a sunflower yellow. And she looked very radiant in it. The only thing that I just did not live for was just the natural crinkle. I mean, you expect that from Katie Holmes, but I would have like, with that one, I don't know if she should have. She should have did something different with her hair. I just feel like she should have did something different with her hair. The next person that I'm going to speak about, Sarah Jessica Parker. Now she was tag teaming with Anna Wintour, and I believe honestly she did her very well. The only thing that I could have said was that I wish she would have done differently was definitely, again, her hair. Like, I didn't understand that. What was this? Like, explain that to me, darling. What was that? I'm just trying to understand it. It just didn't make sense. But, I mean, if that, like, the Oscar de la Renta was very much a flashback dress, and he did an excellent job. And the stamp on the bottom, quite frankly, it's like putting your signature on art, and I lived for that, so I thought that was an amazing thing. Next I'm going to talk about Kim Kardashian. I felt like her long thin was absolutely great. It kind of wasn't as tight as I was expecting it to be. I actually kind of expected her to wear a tight dress, something very form-fitting, you know, showing that after the baby body, because last time she was at the Met Gala, she was pregnant. So this time, you know, I would have expected something completely different, but it was cute for what it was. I lived for it. Now, of course, the second person that I have to put in this countdown for the must-see looks of the night was Beyonce. And she gave the girls she gave the girls their life. She gave the girls their life. From the moment she stepped on that red carpet, like, it was like, hey, Miss Carter. That's kind of how you was feeling at that time. Rihanna is my last must-see look of the night, and oh my god, oh my goodness, she just did not stop. And I lived for more so the outfit that she wore to the red carpet more than the one that she wore to the after parties and whatnot. But to me, it was just a great experience whole time for Rihanna. So I say, great job, bestie. You were the stuff. Now I've got several categories for you guys for this one. So we'll start off with our cultural mix. And Halle Steinfeld, she had this cute black and white. I felt it was very interesting and edgy and just still her. One thing that I'm just gonna let y'all know, I don't have favoritism towards people who are wearing the short dress, but it was cute for her. I'll just put it like that. It was cute for her. And Kendrick, now she's like my little fashion baby. Like, I love the freak out of her when it comes to fashion. I don't want to say that this one was like a hit and miss, but it was just, I expected a lot more, and I just didn't see it. Zoe Saldana, I felt like your Michael Kors was pretty on cue. Like, it was very, it was very poofy. That's the best way to put it without saying it and making it seem like it wasn't anything grand. Because it was every bit of grand, honey. Don't get it twisted. Zoe had let that be done. Then Charlize Theron. I want to let y'all know whatever it is that she's doing with this new man that she with must be fabulous, because homegirl has not changed. She's still that fashion diva and rocking that. She rocked that, and I was so living for it. I lived for that. Now I'm gonna go to my babes and beige, and I felt like the first babe that I just had to put a shout out to was Kendall Jenner. And before I go into her look, it must have been a very proud night for Kris Jenner to be like, oh, both of my babies are going to the Met Gala. Proud mom moment here. Anyways, I felt like, you know, her Topshop dress was just spot on. Like, honestly, if I didn't have half those beautiful women in that top 5 for the must-see looks for the night, I definitely would have put her in it, and it was definitely a hard decision not to put her in it. So, I think that the next person, Rita Ora, her Donna Karen was absolutely grand. I just felt like it was a twist of the night, and it added a little bit of flavor to it, and it was just, it was great. Now, this next wonderful babe that I love, Jessica Alba. She was wearing Diane von Furstenberg, and quite frankly, I felt like this one for her was a miss. Like, I did not live for it. I could not live for it at all. Not even though it was Diane. But, I mean, I just didn't like it. It did not do anything for me at all. It didn't give me my life. My pink and chic girls. We'll start with Taylor Swift. I felt like for her to be like the ball gown girl, she was draping on some girls. That was her. That was it for her. Emma Stone. When I had first seen her outfit, I didn't even think that was her, and they was like, "That's Emma Stone." I was like, she's like for her to have be on the cover of Vogue and was just amazeballs and have that spread, and homegirl is doing things in terms of that, and her date was no surprise to being Andrew Garfield. But anywho, grand. Allison Williams in her Oscar de la Renta was absolutely one of the awesomest dresses that I've seen in pink. Okay, I had to fill that one in, and I just, my life just was like, now that's kind of how you do a pink dress in a way. Like, it had its twists, it had its moments, but it was really actually kind of cute. It was chic. It was very chic. I felt like Reese Witherspoon and her Stella McCartney was kind of like very Elle Woods. It was like a very flashback to Elle Woods. Like, Woods, Elle. That's how I felt when I first saw it. I was like, come on now. Come on, Woods, Elle. Now, as I said, I am just so mad at people who would wear pants. But these are the ladies who wore pants. And we'll start with, oh God, Caria Delevingne or something of that nature. She had this, I just didn't like her outfit, and I had to let her know. I don't even know how to pronounce this child's name, and she may not even know who I'm talking about, but y'all just go to this little link at the bottom. She's there, and you'll find her out. And I guarantee you'll say the same thing. I didn't really live for it. But for the people that I did live for, like Brie Larson, like that was a sickening combo. The only thing I didn't live for on Janelle Monáe's look was the fact that she had that big cape thing. Like, if you're going to do the cape thing, you need to do it right, Janelle. Put on a dress, which I know you don't really do, and I live for them heels that you were wearing, by the way. But the person that topped it off, or the best look in the pants look, was Erykah Badu to me. I felt like Erykah Badu really did that, and she accomplished the somewhat guy aspect of it, but really kind of girlish guy, because you know the guy look is very hot on the runways right about now, so like you just got to be a certain girl to pull it off. Now these girls who wore pants just had me on one way, but these women wearing gray had me tipping on a gray scale, honey. So we'll start with Chrissy Teigen. I felt like her dress was very, very less Paula Patton at the Golden Globes. Like I believe that was the look that Paula Patton was trying to go for, like without it looking like a vajayjay. Like Chrissy Teigen pulled that, and so I lived for that. Diane Kruger and Hugo Boss, I lived for her so much. Like, that's how you do a Hugo. I've worn that, and it's sickening, I will tell you that. The last person that really had me a great time in gray was Amy Adams, and her Oscar has been doing every damn thing. So I lived for that one, and everybody else, of course, in terms of this wonderful next category that I've decided to do just for the models, okay, y'all, is called model behavior. We can't leave you guys out, alrighty? And then we've got 2 more categories, alright? We'll start with Carolina Karukova, and she was wearing Marquesa, and her oh my god, that was that one dress that I just lived for, and it had, oh my Jesus, it was so great. Like, that was the A++++++++++. Like, that dress was amaze balls, like absolutely fabulous. Lived for it. Like, oh my goodness, lived. And then Suki Waterhouse, she had a Burberry soft pink type of dress. I lived for that in terms of like how it was presented and how it made her look. There was just certain things about it that I felt like could have been tweaked or could have been done differently about it. But other than that, I mainly for the main part lived for that one. Then the last person that I want to talk about, of course, was Giselle Bundchen Brady. You know, I always hyphenate her because she is Miss Tom Brady. Or Wayne Brady. Yeah, Tom Brady. No, I was right. But she was wearing Balenciaga, and I felt like that's just a normal look for her. Like, you know, she's a model, she pulls the stuff off all the time. Like, that's an effortless model who just can pull off the everyday look in a Balenciaga. Like, oh yeah, I just threw it on. But it looked cute for her. So now these are the people that I felt had a miss for the night. Okay? We'll start with Shailene Woodley. I felt like, oh my goodness. I said that I'm not really, I hate it that it always seems like I'm dissing, but what the hell? It's just, I just didn't feel like it was right. I didn't feel like it was right. That dress was just terrible. Selena Gomez, I felt like hers was just, it was interesting, but she could have did better. Like, and she's always, and she, for the last 2 runway shows, she's worn that same color. Yes, you look good in that color, and that almost has been named your color that you like to wear. So let's move on to a different one. Kristen Stewart and Chanel, I felt like you just looked so dark. You're not in Twilight anymore. You're not Snow White anymore. So you're the face. So be the face. See what I'm saying? The one that I really I hate to say this, and this, I feel like a lot of people should have been fired for the way that they styled all these beautiful women, because every last one of these beautiful women are just amazeballs. Okay, I felt like Lupita Nyong'o's dress was pretty bad, and it was Prada, and I don't like, I didn't, not for this awards ball, like, not, no, like, oh my goodness. Okay, moving forward. Nicole Richie, terrible, tacky, it looked horrible, and it's Donna Karan, like, WTF. That's all I'm gonna say about her. She looked like she needed a cheeseburger. I don't normally suggest a cheeseburger, but she looked like she needed a cheeseburger. Let's just say that. Kate Upton, I felt like that was a miss. And for the designer to put her in that dress, or whoever put her in that dress, knowing that that girl is a soft beauty and whatnot, and you didn't accomplish the mission the right way, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Let's see. Solange, oh my God. How do you miss on the red carpet and your sister is on the red carpet, and you known to be a fashion diva, just way past your sister on some other different stuff? What were you thinking, Solange? Like, oh my God, I cried when I seen Solange. Let's see. Who else? Allie Allen. I didn't live for hers at all. We'll just say that. I did not live for Naomi Watts, and she's normally one of my favorites too as well. No, didn't live for that one. I think I wanted to do a shout out to Victoria Beckham. I felt like, honestly, her dress was cute, but and she was wearing her own, but she wore her own dress, but I don't, the box look on Vicky, and she has a beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous, extraordinary body, and she has 3 kids, like, come on, Vicky, that dress. Anne Hathaway, I felt like that was kind of cute for her in that Calvin Klein. I kind of felt like that was cute for her. Hayden Panettiere, I just felt like, honestly, you needed to pick a color. It almost reminded me of the Aurora dress. Y'all remember when the Good Fairies were fighting over whether it was pink or blue? Pink or blue? Like, pick one. Which color? It's time for the Dapper Dans. This last category, you guys, I promise. Kanye West, he pulled, I felt like, mind you, the theme was white tie, okay? So, Kanye West was the closest one to looking like what you were supposed to look like. Only thing he needed was the white tie, and he would have looked like that. But I felt like his was an amazing look. Jay-Z, Jay-Z knows how to rock a suit. Like, he's always known how to rock a suit. Everybody knows that. I just, yeah, that's a man you can respect when he rocks a suit. It's like, get it, boss. Then, John Legend, I felt like he complimented his wife in his look. And he wasn't the only one that I felt like complimented his wife. David Beckham did the same thing, even though he's like very much on his own stuff. Like, he still complimented his wife, like a Bradgelina type thing. Jay-Z did the same thing, but he's still on his own level type thing, you know. Andrew Garfield, he kind of looked like a date. Like, it looked like a date between him and Emma and almost promoting, but other than that, like, I liked his outfit. It was nice. His suit was pretty clean. The last person, of course, was Frank Ocean. And you know what, boo? I've decided that if you need me to be on a red carpet with you, you know, to be your date, your assistant, your escort, whatever the case may be, call me, okay? Because I'm sick of you looking like you have gotten somebody's type of whooping and have been put on that red carpet like you're forced. I need you to smile because you're so freaking pretty. Please do something. Thank you. Okay? Be sure to tweet the show, New Cover Lovers, CoverBoi Chronicles, my like page, my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram. Be sure to like, comment, and y'all know what to do. Subscribe to The Spirit Soul Star, my YouTube channel. And let me know what you guys thought about this wonderful video, okay? Alrighty, people. I'll see you guys later.